guys, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another episode of Calm the Clutter. This is a series I started last year where I go around the house and I declutter and organize a space, and I do small spaces. So anything that would take from anywhere from about 5 minutes to maybe 30 minutes at the most. And I have gone over a little bit. In fact, the project we're doing today was a little bit longer, but I really want these projects to be short and quick. I'm hoping that they will motivate you to get your house done. I have made a commitment to get my house completely organized this year, so everything will have a space. We moved in last March, and it's a much smaller house than we had last time. And I had decluttered a lot before we moved, but there's still things that are a mess. And a lot of it is I just don't have a specific space to be able to put things. And so that's my goal for this year, is to go around and get all of these projects done. And I'm going to do it one little project at a time. I filmed this video last year, but it was right before I started all of my fall decorating and Christmas. And so I got wrapped up in all of that, and I never ended up editing and posting this video. So I thought this would be the perfect way to start this season for the new year. And then the next Calm the Clutter you see will be me working in real time, getting this house organized. I'm hoping this is going to give you lots of motivation. So find a little project that you need to do in your house and put this video on and let it motivate you to get your project done too. The space I'm doing today is the entertaining cabinet that I have right outside of our bedroom. And I'm calling it entertaining, but I would say it's actually more of my seasonal decor, but it's dishes. So all of the things that I use for my seasonal tablescapes that I love to do, and I know y'all love to see my tablescapes, and y'all have often asked me, where do I store it all? So this is one of the places. It's scattered all over the house, but I do have a method to my madness. And this is one cabinet where I knew it would be a good place to put all of my dishes because they're easy to access, yet they're still out of the way. But you're gonna see it was a jumbled mess in this cabinet. There were things in there that did not belong in this cabinet. There were napkins piled sky high. And I have found a new way to organize my napkins. You're gonna see what I did with them in this video, and I am so excited about it. It's so much easier for me to see what I have, to access everything that I need. So I love how this project came out, and I think you're gonna get some ideas and some motivation from this too. So if you're interested in seeing all of this, stay tuned. These are the cabinets right outside of our bedroom. I think they're supposed to be linen cabinets, but I personally think they're the perfect spot to keep all of my seasonal dishes because it's kind of out of the way, but still easy to access whenever I'm ready to do a tablescape. You can see from this before footage that it was a mess. There were things in there that did not belong, and you can see all of my napkins that were just piled up. So originally I thought I was gonna do all of these cabinets, but I ended up feeling like it was taking longer than I thought. So I ended up only doing the double cabinets on the upper and lower on the left-hand side. The single cabinet on the right side for the top and bottom, I ended up not doing those at this time. So that'll be one of the projects I come back and do later. And they weren't as bad anyway, so I felt like it all worked out the way that I ended up doing it. I started out by clearing everything out of the cabinets except for the glasses that were on the very top shelf, because except for the one mug that was up there that I knew I was gonna declutter, the rest of it I was keeping and I felt like it was fine. So I just focused on the shelves that I knew I needed to deal with. Since the top shelves had less stuff, I started with them, and I just moved all of the dishes right on over to my bed because it was close. So I thought that way I could lay everything out on my bed and see it really well. And most everything else, you'll see that I took a lot of it and piled it just on top of the cabinet. And then I ended up transferring that over to my island later so I could spread things out and kind of deal with all of my napkins and things that I needed to deal with.
Telephone
Once I had the cabinets cleared out, I came over to my entryway dresser and went to the second drawer because that is where I was gonna put my napkins. So I started clearing out that drawer, knowing that I was gonna put my napkins in there and I was gonna have to clear everything out of it first. I mostly had some cookbooks and a few candles in there, so I just moved that to the kitchen island. I decided to use these bins from the Made by Design line at Target. I already had these, so I just found ones that would fit in my drawer to line the drawer, and I knew that I wanted to fold my napkins and put them in these bins vertically, so that way I would be able to see everything easily when I open the drawer. One of the most time-consuming parts of this project was dealing with all of the napkins. I had a lot of them that were brand new and still in packaging that I needed to unpackage and refold them. And then I ended up refolding most of the napkins so they would fit nicely in the bins the way that I wanted them to. I'm stacking them on my counter, but you'll see the way that I go and I put them in the bins. They're vertical, so then I can easily pull out exactly what I need. And you'll see that when I organize them, I also ended up organizing them by color, so it just makes sense when you open the drawer. Now, I did have more napkins than I have room for, so I am gonna end up doing the bottom drawer of this dresser with more napkins, but I haven't done that yet. So that'll be another project that I end up doing with you for another Calm the Clutter later on throughout the year. I'm gonna do a lot of Calm the Clutter videos here on YouTube, but I'm also going to do some just on Instagram because sometimes I have a small project that I wanna do, and what I find is I've been putting things off thinking, oh, I'm gonna film that for YouTube, and then I never get around to filming it, so then it doesn't get done. So I think that what I'm gonna do is have this series be on YouTube and on Instagram, so I'll do a lot of these little projects in my Instagram stories, especially ones that are really quick. So for example, I might just take a basket out of my pantry and organize that pantry, or do one drawer somewhere in my house, and those I might just do on Instagram and then save some of the little bit bigger projects for YouTube. So make sure that you're following me on Instagram so that you'll catch all of these Calm the Clutters in my stories as well.
But I'm the guy who will make you feel high. You wanna try my Midas touch? Come on, line up for another round. Girl, you know. So take a breath. Gonna be a night you will never forget on the show. Some more of that. Once we start, there's no stopping us. 'Cause right here and right now, we can mix with love, be the talk of the town. Right here and right now, you and me together, the talk of the town. Right here, right here. Let's have some fun, don't be a bore. So come on over, just knock on my door. I'll be your king, I'll be my queen. We'll be the A couple they never seen. Girl, you know. So
After I had all of the napkins taken care of, it was time to put everything back in my cabinets. So I wiped them down and then I just started putting all of the dishes back in the cabinets. I made sure to put the dishes that I use the least on the bottom shelf, so more of my Christmas dishes, things that I know I'm really only going to use once a year at Christmas, I put down below. And then the ones that I think I'm going to use more often, I put on the top shelf. and then also on the cabinets at the top, so those are easier for me to get to. And I do need to buy some little cabinet shelves. I think I'm going to get some corner shelves so that I'll be able to stack more dishes, because this cabinet is tall but it only has the 2 shelves. So I think it'll help if I get some little corner dish shelves or other dish shelves to fit in there. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. If you have any better suggestion for that, please let me know, because I do want to be able to stack more dishes in there than I'm currently able to. The last piece of this project was just to take all of the stuff that was still left on the shelf. That's all the things that just needed to go to a different home. So I took those and put them in another place, and I still may have to move and organize some of that stuff, but I just put it in spots around the house where I had a place for those things.
Some more of that. Once we start, there's no stopping us. 'Cause right here and right now, we can mix with love, be the talk of the town. Right here and right now, you and me together, the talk of the town. Right here.
I'm really happy with how this project came out. I feel like when I go in those cabinets now, I feel peace rather than lots of stress like I was feeling before when everything was just jammed in there. I can see what I have. It's easy to get to. Even though some of my dishes are still stacked on top of each other, I still know what's in each stack, and they're easy to see and easy to get to. And like I said, I am gonna buy some of those shelves or something to help separate the dishes even more. But for now, it's definitely working for me, and I still have room to grow in these cabinets. So I'm really excited with how my cabinets turned out, and even more so, I am loving my napkin drawer. I used some of the napkins at Christmas time, and it was so easy to go into this drawer, see what I have, pull it out, and then put it back when I was done with it. I still have more napkins, so I will be doing the bottom drawer so that way I'll have all my napkins, and I think I'm gonna keep it at these 2 drawers, and once those 2 drawers are filled, then I won't be able to buy any more napkins unless I switch out. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I do have quite a bit, the napkin collection, but I'm loving it. I'm so excited to do some tablescapes and use some of the napkins I haven't used so far. So make sure you're staying with me for all of that if you like to see tablescapes. And if you like this video and found it motivating, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. And also, if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you subscribe and join our community. And when you do, go ahead and turn on your bell notifications so you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.